What's happening, Man United fans? Welcome to the channel where today we want to celebrate a crucial and massive win against Arsenal by taking a look at what different people had to say about the match. Stay tuned. Let's kick things off with Bruno Fernandes, who delivered a fantastic performance against Arsenal. Bruno told Man United TV it has to become a habit. He also said, and I quote, "We know that playing for this club, winning has to become a habit. We have to do that. We know that sometimes we get results and sometimes we don't. But the fight and the spirit and the togetherness has to always be there to get 3 points." What Bruno has shared, especially in terms of putting a fight against different teams, was something that felt absolutely missing. And after a huge loss during the second week, it appears that Ten Hag has had his influence on the team. Clearly, the players are playing very hard to win each and every individual fight against their opponents, whether that opponent wants to be Arsenal, Liverpool or Leicester. Let's take a listen to what Rashford had to share. Of course, it was a very big day for Rashford as well. He definitely was on a rollercoaster of emotions after scoring 2 goals for United that sealed the win. Marcus Rashford believes that Manchester United can take pride from a stellar display against Arsenal at Old Trafford. The Englishman has scored a brace to help Eric Ten Hag's side secure a 4th win on the bounce against top-of-the-table Arsenal. He also said, and I quote, "The fact that Arsenal players have had such a good start to the season meant that it was a big test for us today." It was without a doubt a huge test, and we're all very happy that the players were able to pull it off. Roy Keane and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank insisted Gabriel Martinelli's goal at Old Trafford should have stood after VAR disallowed it. It was definitely a controversial scene. I'm curious to hear what you guys think about these comments. I personally think that when 4 people whose job is to determine whether a scene is a foul or not unanimously believe that the scene was a foul, it would be pointless and irrelevant to blame the performance of the referees and shift the blame in that case. Arteta, who was visibly let down due to the result, also had the opportunity to share his take on the match. Arteta said, "I'm really disappointed to lose the game, especially with the way it went down. We had some big periods where we were totally dominant and in total control. We created chance after chance but did not close the game. In any moment, when they have open spaces, they're going to hurt you." Arteta's analysis of the match says a lot about how it actually played out. We have seen time and time again that in order to get the 3 points, you don't have to always be in total control of a match, and that task also seems impossible to a lot of teams. A dangerous team, however, is a team that can create chances regardless of being dominant in a match or not. We have seen how this can play out for a team like, let's say, Real Madrid, and how it can bring glorious results for them. Now, of course, as a fan of Man United, I'd rather watch my team have more control over the match and the possession of the ball, of course. However, the fact that only 10 minutes after the second goal we were able to kill the match completely shows the mentality that Eric Ten Hag is trying to create for United players, and it can be considered a step in the right direction. Eric Ten Hag, of course, the man who has changed everything drastically for us, also got the opportunity to share his perspective on the match. And he said, and of course I quote, "I thought our start was really good. I think it was the best first 10 minutes until now. And then the cancelled goal from a little break, we had a little bit of losing composure, and that's not necessary. We have to get in the game, keep going, play our game, and every day we learn that. And as you saw, there was a good team on the pitch, good team spirit. Also with pressing, maybe not always the good routines, but the players fought, they recovered. Arsenal created chances, but I think we also did, especially on the break. We scored great goals." Ten Hag also got to praise Antony's performance, saying that Antony can play a key role in the future's club. Speaking of Antony, I think under the right circumstances, I personally believe that he can be a force to be reckoned with. Having him on the right and Sanchez on the left can easily intimidate any team in the world. Considering it was his debut match, I think Antony went above and beyond, scoring a beautiful goal on the brilliant pass he received from Rashford. But we'll talk about different players' performances in an upcoming video. In a nutshell, when it comes to Eric Ten Hag, had to say I couldn't personally agree more with him. I love the warrior spirit that Ten Hag has created for the players. It was something that, as I said, was absolutely missing last year. You can clearly see that players do not take any opportunities for granted, and this is the mark of a great team, honestly. Hopefully this is spectacular team spirit and team performance is going to continue next week as well, where we're going to face yet another difficult challenge against Crystal Palace. But until then, share your thoughts and comments with us in the comment section. What do you guys think about what different people had to say? We look forward to hearing from you, Red Devil fans, and we'll get to talk to each other again in an upcoming video. But until then, take care of yourself.